everyone, my name is Jonathan Zigman, and I'm here to answer your questions about being a certified public accountant, also known as a CPA. Can being a CPA lead to other jobs? Yes, and that's why it's great to become a CPA. So they often call accounting the language of business, and once you speak that language, it opens up so many doors for you. Do you want to go into finance? Do you want to go into entrepreneurship? Do you want to go into consulting? So many of these fields love seeing that someone has the CPA designation and has a background in accounting. So, I often, when I'm mentoring younger people in the profession and they're going back and forth between, a business degree or an accounting degree, I always say, just go for accounting because you can always switch later on very, very easily. Versus if you start with something more generic, it can be hard to switch into accounting without taking some of those required courses and whatnot. So yes, being a CPA can lead to other jobs and it can lead to other very, very great and lucrative jobs. Our next question is, does this job require a lot of interaction with people? So one of our favorite answers in the accounting world is, it depends. It depends on the job you have, it depends how large your organization is, it depends how large your team is. But what a lot of accountants do when they start their careers is they go to large public accounting firms. And those types of jobs do have a lot of interaction with other people. You will be working with your engagement teams, you'll be working with your clients, you'll be working with the partners. So there really is a lot of interaction with other people. Now, I won't lie, as accountants, sometimes we are, in front of our computers, number crunching or doing tax returns or doing audit tests. So there will definitely be times where it is solo work and you do kind of have to focus and turn out the noise. But the good news is, if you are a people person, there are a lot of avenues you can take in the accounting field where you are interacting with a lot of people. Our next question is, what summer programs do you recommend to see if this is the career for me or not? So what I would say, and whatever you want to do, is try and get an internship in that field. So for accounting, there's a lot of firms and companies that offer summer internships. A lot of them are paid, which is great. We all like making money. So definitely try and do an internship, and not just one. Don't just do one and decide that, oh, I liked it or I didn't like it and I'm done. You've got multiple summers while you're in college, so try to do one summer and a different one another summer. Try to do tax one summer and audit the next summer. Maybe working at a firm one summer and a company the next. You can get a lot of different experiences all before you have to decide what it is you really want to do when you start your career. Just try different things and see what you like and see if it clicks. I would also add one thing: if you are able to do a winter or busy season internship, if that time allows when you're in college, that's an even better indication of what life will be like as an accountant during the most stressful time of the year. So if you are able to do a winter internship and you see oh, I can handle this isn't so bad, then the summer is gonna be really easy. So definitely try internships. Winter is best, but if you can't, summer ones are great too. Our next question is, how do you balance the need for financial accuracy with the need for efficiency, especially during peak tax filing season or audit periods? This is a great question, and the honest answer is, it's not easy, right? We as accountants, it's no surprise, we have busier times of the year. So, we kind of have a working cycle that kind of goes like this. And during those peak busy and filing seasons, we tend to be a bit overworked, a bit overstressed, a bit under-exercised. And so it can be really difficult at times to balance, making sure that you're doing a great job and service for your company or client, with the fact that you're probably a little bit overworked and tired at that point. But the good news is, and this is something you should always ask about when you're going on interviews or finding an organization you want to be a part of, is what is the team environment like? What will my engagement team be like? What kind of support networks will there be for us? I will also say, in the accounting profession, we are very big on the process of reviews. So, a lot of people straight out of college, it's not like the work that you do will be the final product that gets delivered to the client. Everything gets reviewed once, twice, 3 times before it's signed off on. So there's never pressure on one single person to deliver everything, which is great. So there's a large support network. I will also just add that there has been a lot of conversation in the profession around better work-life balance and mental health and just the need for accountants to be able to do this job successfully for, a 30 or 40 year career. I think the conversation is long overdue, and I think we're seeing small strides at a lot of really prestigious accounting firms already. And I think as we move into the future and as AI comes around, we're going to be able to see more work-life balance and more initiatives around this effort come even further. Our next question is, what advice would you give someone trying to pursue this career? So my advice would be to definitely take accounting classes. If they're offered in your high school, take them. If they're offered in your university, take them. The great thing about accounting is you can understand pretty quickly if it's something that you enjoy or don't enjoy. And if you're taking an intro course to accounting and you decide you hate it, it's probably not something you want to spend your 30 or 40 year career doing. I would also suggest to do internships if you can. Figure out what it's like, doing the day-to-day responsibilities of an accountant. Do I enjoy working in Excel? Do I enjoy, filing tax returns? Do I enjoy working with clients? It can be difficult working with clients on a day-to-day basis sometimes. So there's lots of different things you can do in accounting, but I would say the more exposure you can get, the earlier on in your career, the more you'll have a better indication if it's something that you want to do or not. And the only other advice I would give to you is there's a lot of accountants out there. So you probably have someone in your family or a family friend or a teacher that knows an accountant and knows you and can give you unsolicited, honest feedback about whether they think this would be a good profession for you or not. So that would be my advice about things you could do if you're deciding you want to become a CPA. That's all the time we have for questions. I hope this was helpful. Everyone at UWorld wishes you all the best in your future careers, and good luck.